Good morning, it's Tony talking Car Biz. This morning we're going to walk around this brand new 2020 Toyota C-HR XLE in Supersonic Red. Let's get started. So I'd like to start with the color on this car. This is an all-new color for 2020, and that color is Supersonic Red, which is a red metallic finish. And the lines on the CHR are really great on this vehicle because it changes the color as you move around the curves. Now, speaking of accessories on this one, this does have the two-tone paint package, which give you the black lacquer paint job up on the top, all the way back through the spoiler, up on your shark fin antenna, and then the upper portion of the doors are also in black. And so that's an extra charge paint job. $500 is the cost on that, but it really pops on this vehicle. And then you also notice we have the accessory up on the top of the roof rails, and these are removable crossbars. These are Toyota branded, and we ordered this one from the factory like that, but you can also get them through the parts department, and those roof rails are $299 additional. So those are two of the accessories that you're looking at. And the Supersonic Red paint itself is another add-on special color of $425. So you got $425 for the Supersonic Red, $500 for the additional black paint job, and then $299 for the cross rails up on the top. And then finally on this one, we do have factory mud guards on the front and on the rear back here. So those are your accessories on this vehicle, and there's plenty more you can get, like the all-season floor mats are available. The mud guards cost an additional $129. So this one right here, as you see at sticker prices for about $26,000. Let's go ahead and take a close-up look at the front of the vehicle. Stop here at the front. That piano black finish is here on the upper portion of the grille just before you get to the hood, and a large Toyota badge across the front as well. So it gives it a really bold look. You'll notice that we also have a matte finish down here on the lower bumper, and the grille is a matte finish, which is a nice contrast between the gloss black, the gloss red, and then the matte finish. And this is all kind of a softer finish, so it adds to the style of the vehicle, but also helps protect against road debris and scratches up in the front bumper area when you're bumping into things. Taking a look here at the headlights, the interesting thing about the headlights is they are very low profile. You can see they get very narrow here. The headlights themselves are an LED headlight. We've got an LED driving light, and then there's an LED marker light here, and your amber light is up in the upper portion of the headlamp. So very sleek across the front and very narrow as well. I think it gives it a really nice polished look. In this section down here, this is just a matte finish, and this can come out, and this is where you can add accessory fog lights, or if you go with the limited edition, then fog lights go in here as well. Guys, diving under the hood, the domestic version of the CHR comes with a 2.0 liter double overhead cam 4-cylinder engine, and this is a gas engine. Produces 144 horsepower. Now, I do know that they offer the CHR in Australia as a hybrid, and they also offer it as an all-wheel drive. In the United States, you can only get this as a gas, and it only comes as a front-wheel drive. Do you think that a hybrid version of this would be popular in the United States? Do you think Toyota should bring an all-wheel drive version of the CHR? This does have a CVT transmission, and Toyota makes a great 4-cylinder engine, so I don't necessarily think that it needs to be a larger engine, but maybe a turbocharged or maybe a hybrid engine. What do you think? What would you prefer? Turbocharged, hybrid, both, all-wheel drive? Let me know in the comments what you think they should do with the power plant and the drivetrain on the CHR. So on your wheel setup, your tires and wheels, you'll notice that this one does have In the XLE, that bumps you up to this 18-inch cast aluminum wheel, and it's a black painted finish on the inside, kind of that piano black finish. These tires here, these are a 225 50R 18-inch all-season tire, so they're pretty darn good in the snow, but they're also really nice for performance driving. And then it does also have four-wheel disc brakes all the way around with twin piston calipers on the inside. And then you'll notice that the wheel lip moldings are that wide molding, and it's that matte finish again, very durable, so it won't scratch for road debris and that type of thing that might fly up into the side of the car. And it gives it a very aggressive look on those 18-inch alloy wheels. You know, it's interesting, a car of this size with 18-inch alloy wheels, 10 or 15 years ago, the standard wheel on this car would be a 15-inch. A 16-inch would be a big bump, but this car actually has 18-inch. You'll notice also on the XLE trim, we do have color coordinated door handles. The mirrors themselves, they're that piano black finish as well, which matches the two-tone. And then you've got your LED indicator lamps built right into the side. And then you'll notice on this one, the mirrors are folded in right now. And that's because the CHR is available with these power folding mirrors. So when you put it in park, they automatically fold themselves in. When you put it in drive, they automatically fold out. And there is an on and off switch for that feature as well. So here at the back of the vehicle, this is where I find it very interesting in terms of the styling cues that they've put on the CHR. First and foremost is these rear wheel fenders. They are just bold, they stand out really right in your face basically. And then the rear tail lenses, they protrude also, so it curves under and over in a really striking look to the back of the CHR. The question I always ask myself when manufacturers go this route is, are they over-styling the vehicle? What do you think? Is this vehicle over-styled, or did they hit the mark with the styling on it? It reminds me a little bit of what Honda did with the Honda Civic, which hasn't been a great seller for Honda, and I just wonder if over-styling a vehicle really limits the audience. So across the back on this one of the other features or accessories that this has is the black badging, and that's this emblem here and this emblem here are in that matte black finish. It's an $89 accessory included on this vehicle. What do you think? Does that look good, or would you go without the blacked out badging? And then we do have rear window defrost, rear washer wiper, and look at this huge spoiler up on the top. It's pretty interesting. It actually allows for airflow to come down between the spoiler, and just like the vehicle, just adds a lot of character to it. Not only do they have that spoiler, but they also added an additional second spoiler right here on the deck lid. So lots of interesting lines on the CHR. And as I say, this Supersonic Red, the color almost changes as you move around the vehicle. Diving into the back trunk, you'll notice that it is a hatchback, of course, but I've got 60% of the seat folded down there, and of course you can also fold down the additional 40%. There's a little handle right here. Just pop that forward, and the seats fold down. And they do fold down flat. Over on the left, we have storage here, grocery bags here for your plastic grocery bags. And then same thing over on this side, additional storage here and a place for your grocery bags. And then this one does have the all-season floor mats, so that's this here. Otherwise, it comes with a carpeted trunk. And there are tie-down hooks right down here, up there, over here, and back here. So a nice big opening and plenty of room for cargo in the back. So jumping into the interior, I'm just going to give you a cursory look at it because I think the interior on the CHR could have its own video. There's so much going on inside of here, but a couple things I want to point out. This blue trim, this metallic blue trim, runs the entire length of the dashboard. So a really interesting color choice for the CHR, and we'll take a closer look at that later. But they're also using blue fabrics. So your armrest is blue. Your seats are cloth on the XLE, and they're kind of a quilted, going with that diamond pattern or theme that they use on the CHR. But you'll notice we do have blue stitching on the seats as well, and then the side trim on the seats is blue. So we'll do another video on the entire interior, but I thought that was an interesting choice of colors for the inside. They've got black, they've got gray, they've got metallic blue, they've got a flat blue on the seats. So we'll do a separate video on the interior just to show you all the unique things that are inside there. So there you have it, a real quick look at this 2020 Toyota CHR XLE edition. Supersonic Red with the black lacquer paint on the roof as an option. Factory mudguards as an option. Cross rails as an option. What are your thoughts? Winner, winner, chicken dinner? Or does it need to be an all-wheel drive? Does it need to be a hybrid? This is Tony talking Car Biz. Thanks for watching.